I do like early, especially the airlines. All right, everybody ready? All right, here we go. Well, good morning. My name is Mike Langeth, and I am the President and CEO of the Raleigh Durham Airport Authority. And we have a very special guest with us today. We've got Andrew Levy, who is the President and CEO for Avelo Airlines. For those of you, though, that don't know much about Andrew actually was a co-founder and president for Allegiant Airlines and also a former chief financial officer for United Airlines. So Andrew is very knowledgeable about starting airlines and starting very successful airlines, and I think that's why we're so excited about having him here today with his new airline, Avelo. Avelo Airlines represents the 13th carrier here at RDU, and in May of this year, Avelo started the new nonstop service to Tweed New Haven Airport, and of course that provided travelers a great gateway to the New England corridor, but also the New York market as well. Avelo has been so successful here in the Research Triangle area, they've decided to make an announcement regarding an expansion, and we're very excited about what they're going to share with you in just a couple minutes. But of course, Andrew's not here just to talk about new air service. He's also here to talk about an investment he's going to make in terms of bringing jobs to our local community. And I think most of you are familiar with the economic engine we have here, right here at RDU. We have an economic impact of $15.1 billion a year, and we support over 100,000 jobs in the local economy. So we are a significant economic engine. But those Avelo plans are here today, and he's going to be coming forward to tell you a little bit about the investment he's going to make from an air service standpoint and a job standpoint. So please help me give him a very warm welcome to the Research Triangle, Andrew Levy. Andrew? Thanks, Andrew.
Yeah, hi, good morning. Thank you, Mike, for that. Really excited to be here today. As Mike mentioned, we started service to Tweed New Haven Airport in May, serving really the residents of Connecticut and of course anybody from this part going up there. It's done incredibly well, and we're really, really excited to be a part of the story at RDU and excited to get to be even a bigger part of the story. We've flown 230 flights. We've carried over 25,000 customers since that time between the Triangle and Connecticut. And this area is just such a vibrant economic community. There's so much going on here. It's energizing just to be here, drive around and see how much development and growth is here. So we're really excited to be a part of this, and even more excited to announce that today we are announcing we're going to have a base here. A base for us, it'll be our 5th base. And this will join Los Angeles' Burbank Airport, New Haven Tweed's Airport, Orlando International Airport, Delaware Valley's Wilmington Airport, and then Raleigh Durham will be our 5th base. So what does that mean? Well, let's unveil what we're going to do. So what that means, we're going to serve a lot more places from here, not just New Haven, Connecticut. So we're going to add a bunch of flights into Florida. From here, we serve 6 markets in Florida: Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, Tampa, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. We'll be serving all 6 of those markets with nonstop flights from this airport starting on February 2nd. We'll be starting with a tremendously low special intro fare of $29 to Orlando one way, and $39 to all the other Florida destinations one way. That is an introductory fare, but we are known for having great everyday low fares and pairing that with great reliability, unmatched convenience, and terrific onboard service with our wonderful crew members who deliver what we call our soul of service that has distinguished us. As far as what does it mean to have a base here, we're going to have one airplane that lives here in Raleigh Durham. To start, we'll have a second one that'll be here shortly thereafter, probably March, April timeframe. And what that means in terms of jobs is we'll be looking at initially about 50 new crew members to add to our payroll. This will include locally hired flight attendants, aircraft technicians, airport crew members, agents that handle the airport operations, as well as pilots, of course. As we add more airplanes, we'll be adding more local employment. And we expect to add many airplanes here over the next few years. We expect over the next couple of years somewhere between 5 and 7 airplanes to serve not only these routes but many others that are markets that are very much on our radar screen and that we believe can be very successful from this market. Let me conclude by just thanking Mike and his team. We've been really excited to be partners with them since May, and we kind of ramped up our interest in this recently, and we move fast, but Mike and his team move just as fast with us, and so that's what brings us here today to make this really exciting announcement. So very thankful to be here. Convinced this is going to be a win for Avelo. It's going to be a win for RDU. It's a win for all the residents of the Triangle. And of course, it's a win for job creation and further economic development in this vibrant community. So thank you very much. Yeah, no, I'd be happy to take any questions, and then also happy to speak to anybody who's interested offline. Well, first of all, we've had great experience here already. So when we announced New Haven, we didn't know how well it would do. It's performed very, very well. So we start out by having a baseline of success. We had actually started selling flights to Fort Myers before Hurricane Ian. We had intended to put an airplane in Fort Myers and build a base there. With the hurricane, we decided it made sense to postpone those plans. But in the few weeks that we were selling flights or service to between RDU and RSW, Fort Myers, it did really well. So we had a second bit of evidence to see that, this market is starved for what we offer, which is everyday low fares to places that people want to go. There's a number of other markets here, Sarasota, Bradenton, and Palm Beach International Airport, for instance, that have no nonstop service today. Fort Myers doesn't either. So we will fill in three very popular destination markets that today have no nonstop service, and there's a lot of data that suggests that all three of these markets should work well. Tampa, Orlando, and Fort Lauderdale have some level of service, so we're going to just simply add to it, but we think that between our schedule, pricing, and reliability, and the other things that we've distinguished ourselves from, we think we'll do exceptionally well there. This is a community that's growing. There's a lot of people here. It's a very good demographic. It has a lot of future growth that's already planned, and we, you all know better than I all the announcements that have been made about investments. And so we want to be a part of this growth wave here, and we think this is a great time to get bigger in this area. So I suspect if they're not already out there on our website, they'll be there probably today. So we'll be looking to recruit, interview, hire a number of these positions, flight attendants and pilots first, and then aircraft technicians as well, and then airport crew members probably don't need to move as fast. But look, it's November 10th. So February 2nd will be right around the corner here. So we're going to move quickly, and we're going to start getting to know the community and hopefully have a lot of great applicants. No, we don't know. So we'll have one starting in February. We'll have a second one that'll come very shortly thereafter. I can't give you a date because it's in the middle of its delivery process. But we'll have another one that comes very shortly thereafter. We don't overbook. We run a very simple operation. Everything's nonstop. Everybody gets on at one place. They get off at another. We don't sell more than the seats that are on the airplane. So I'm not in any way concerned about overbooking. We run a very reliable fleet of aircraft, 737s. We're a Boeing 737 operator, 737-800s, 737-700s. And look, I'm not in any way concerned about it. We have a lot of airplanes sitting in Orlando and New Haven that'll be there to back us up if we do have a problem one day, which airplanes do break, so sometimes you do have issues like that. But we're growing in size. We'll be at 16 airplanes by the first quarter, so we'll have plenty of resources to back us up and maintain the great reliability we've had from day one. Yes? So that's maybe a better question for Mike. We expect to be, we today are operating in Terminal 2. We expect to move over to Terminal 1 when we start up our operation. And as far as whether it's a dedicated gate or not, I know the operations team here does a great job making sure that airplanes kind of stay near where the ground resources are, just to make life easier for our customers, our crew members, and the airport itself. So I don't think that'll be probably much of a problem.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So they're currently based here over T2, but as they get in that February schedule, we're going to want to move them over to T1. If you look at the plans that Andrew's talked about, it's a great fit for them, provides them plenty of opportunity for expansion. Right now we've got 4 gates over there. Only one airline is operating, one flight, I think about every other day. So there's plenty of room for growth for them. That's why we're so excited about getting them over to T1.
No, I have zero concern about that. I've read all those articles too. We have not had that issue at all. Like not even one little bit. We have had no issues of that nature. We ran a fantastic operation this summer when there were stories left and right. We have canceled fewer than 1% of our flights since we started. We run a very on-time operation, stripping out uncontrollable factors like weather. We're in the mid 80% on time as measured from the beginning that we started flying. We started flying in April of 2021. Look, I think staffing and making sure you have enough people is making sure that you plan accordingly and that you don't try to sell more than what you can deliver. And we believe very much, we believe very much in meeting our commitments. We put out a schedule, we're going to fly it, and we're going to get you there on time with your bag. And that's important to us. So no, we haven't had any problems like that, and I do not expect to have any problems at all. So thank you for the question, though. Yeah. I'd rather not talk about that right now and just kind of throw out numbers, which I'm not 100% certain about. They range, right? Pilots make a lot of money. That's a good career. Pilots oftentimes live wherever they want to live. I suspect many will find this to be a very appealing place to live. And what we do with airplanes, the way we schedule the airplanes come home every night. So that affords pilots a really high quality of life if they choose to live where their airplanes are based. So I expect this will be a place that whether we hire pilots that happen to live here or pilots that would be really excited to live here, that won't be a problem. Flight attendants are typically hired locally, airport crew members and aircraft technicians as well. So I expect all of those people are people who already live in the Triangle area. And look, we pay a market wage, so they're all different jobs. We compete to get that talent. Pilots are very difficult, aircraft technicians as well. There's a very well-known market for that, and we'll be very competitive with our compensation program to make sure we get great people. It's really important to us. Okay, thanks very much. Okay, Mike, thank you. Yeah, good to see you too. Are we having lunch or?
We are.
Okay, fantastic.
Whose mic is whose? Is it the stick? This one?